Hello and welcome to yet another The Legend of Autumn Draconis video. Chica here with you guys. Dragon Crypto Gaming team has been on fleek, just getting all kinds of game features and developments out in breakneck speed as they are almost 90% through all of their GitHub reported errors and bugs and fixes to do. And we are well on course for Q1 mainnet release. We shall see. We still got 3 weeks to go, and this last beta phase is when you can formulate your strategies and stuff like that. In the last video, we got our warrior right there to about level 3. We managed to get that build up real nice, and we got a proper enforcer going there, and that was a master. So the crafter hero that I had in my mind for mainnet is an apprentice, which I don't have in the beta right now, but we'll go with the neophyte. Might as well, for those who wants to do the crafter build. We'll try to go solo without any help from other heroes and see how the crafter would fare, but eventually we'll bring in some backup from the other heroes if needed. So the crafter, I've just assigned points. The initial 10 points you get for a neophyte, low on everything except for crafting, so that we can get to 50 as soon as possible. That's when we can start crafting rare blueprints. But at the moment, it's not exactly completely balanced, but a little bit of a neither here nor there kind of build, with 5 of the 10 points going to crafting and 3 to 3 attack, defense, and endurance. In actual mainnet, I've got 1 Time Night Dragon, but in the beta we got 2. So we're gonna go ahead and assign that to our crafter to help things along. So we'll go ahead and go into our first battle with the crafter, and we are faced with the spammer. Just gonna use the hatchet that we had procured with the warrior before. Not gonna use the tiny yet. Let the crafter get... Oh my goodness! What a way to get greeted. That is an artifact bow of magic. Plus 14 attack and plus 4 gathering and plus 4 speed and all kinds of other bonuses just coming with it. 1400 durability as well, so that's gonna last a while. That's just brilliant. As you can see, this is the DCAU and DCAR that I've procured so far through gaming. That we just saw. It amounts to about $2 to $3 total. But that's just going through a couple of hours of gaming with one build. Right. Another battle one. Of course, with the artifact bow of magic, we're almost doing 100. That would have been nice to be able to do 100, because then you can one hit these opponents. You don't have to take the hit and take the damage. But certainly that stroke of luck of getting a big drop like that in the beginning has really helped us go through without taking too much damage. And we're going to take advantage of it. That's just how the game goes sometimes. Another one. And another pretty awesome loot. The heavy stone axe. It's a new one too. I haven't seen that much. I guess that's also moving into the new resource of stone that's been put in as a new feature. It's a new resource. So I am expecting, if I get a blueprint for a heavy stone axe as we finish another battle, that stone would be used as a resource. Right, we have used all of our turns. The only way to replenish it right now is to get a room at the Wild Boar Inn with some DCAU. Not much, but $1 or $2. And we are back in action. Level 1. We are almost halfway through in our experience. My goodness. Oh, I brought in backup just for that one. We have scored an amazing loot right there. That's like a freaking epic chest with 15 defense. My. I wouldn't have to put too much points to defense with that. Right, we're gonna claim all of our potions as well. Feel like that's gonna come in handy at some point during battle. And back into the plains we go. We're gonna front with our warrior for a bit. And it's important for her to also be battle tested, really good in levels, and so is that Tiny dealing all that damage, so that whenever the crafter needs backup, we have a well-versed warrior ready to take any kind of enemy down. Good loot there again. Gonna go again, this time with the crafter. Should be quick work. Should have got to, yeah, about halfway through in the XP bar. This level 1 grind keeps going. This time we use Tiny to do the one hit. And I'm gonna just continue doing that. Again, that's the big advantage of having a Tiny, which means you can literally just go ahead and do that. Right, so there's another feature that I'd like to test, and that's the Deep Woods. The Deep Woods is where if you have a crafter gatherer kind of hero, and as you can see, I just leveled up real easy. That's because you can literally, for each time you're mining or you're harvesting these resources, you are also gaining experience, almost the same as what you would get from one battle. So this is the awesomeness of having a crafter gatherer. You can actually level up that much more faster with them because of these areas available, the deep woods and the mines. The mines, of course, you need a pickaxe to access. So you can just go on and keep harvesting these resources and also harvesting a lot of XP. As you can see, we're almost 25-30% into level 2 as well. And just keep farming, and in that way you can also put up the skill points of your crafter. That's the goal, remember, to get to 50. You can get that up real quick too because of all the points being gained from leveling up. Just like that, we've equipped the pickaxe, and now we're hitting the mines. Lucky enough to pick up a pickaxe during the previous gameplay. And we're gonna just keep going and mine some iron ore. Each hit we're getting 5 iron ore and 5 experience. 6 experience sometimes. And we're just letting it stack one after the other. We're just gonna keep going until the vein finishes. And all these resources are gonna be really important later on, because iron ore can be used to forge iron bars, and those resources can in turn be used to craft iron based equipments. And not only that, forging requires a certain amount of skill points, and as a result, the reward for a successful forge is a whole buttload of XP as well. So it's just rewarding all around. Like, the game is being designed in a way that any build that you go for is fun in its own right, has got its own grind, and eventually will be will complement each other. And that's the other thing about having multiple heroes. Having just one hero and going through a build might be a little bit, it has its own journey, but it would be a little longer. It would take a little longer, and you wouldn't have any backup. You're going to have to try and balance it as much as possible. So the goals for those particular heroes are going to take a while. While if you have multiple heroes and you do multiple builds, warrior, craft, gatherer, a speedster even, there is another development in the works where your speed levels will increase the amount of hits you can do in one go. Usually you do one hit, but if you got enough speeds, there's a chance of you doing 2 hits in one go, which is immensely powerful. So again, just imagine having all these builds, and you can just literally swap them at any point depending on the situation you're in. Have them all grow in their own right, have them all support each other in battles so that you can earn. Battles is the only way to earn DCAU and DCAR apart from selling equipment in the marketplace. So, and battles are always easy with a team of heroes rather than just a lone warrior. The thing is, we have demonstrated we can still play it the lone way, but we have also demonstrated that multiple heroes is the way to go. Getting through a few battles with the crafter here, still need to do a few of those in the middle, because that's the only way you can actually earn DCAU and DCAR. DCAR will come in handy later on when we are actually crafting, because that's the currency that you have to use to craft equipment. DCAU is self-explanatory. We just used it for some. We just used it to get a room and replenish all your turns and all your health. It can also be handy when you need to get a quick heal from the healer's hut instead of using potions. Yet another battle won by our warrior. Again, backing up our crafter who's a little low on health. So, yeah, as just a case in point, it's too low to go into another battle, and it's too much of a risk. So we're gonna go ahead and heal her completely with some DCAU. That's 0.08, about $1 or $2. Alright, back in a battle we go. Tiny dragon, proving itself to be a very helpful ally. Stone axe is dealing good enough damage. Maybe not enough compared to the ball, because it's almost double the damage. But it still managed to pack a good punch. Right, so we are okay. So I guess I forgot to actually assign some of these skill points, the levels up that we had from the deep woods and the mines. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them in as always. 5 or 6 points to crafting, and a few others to attack, defense, endurance, gathering to round it off, and get our crafter ready to get more levels up and see if we can get up to the 50 skill point. So until then, it's bye from Chica, and we'll see you in the next one coming up or very soon.